Right, quick little review of the Pulsar Axion 2 laser rangefinder thermal monocular. Had this now for, I don't know, about 3 or 4 months now, and I've been giving it some hard use, and as far as I can tell, I've not found anything that I don't like about it. This is, I've said this before with my HIC micro thermal monocular that I borrowed of a friend, and a little review of it back along, but said it before, but this is my first foray into thermal imaging. I have never had much of an interest in using it. I would just stick with the infrared, but I can see what the fuss is about. I'll just go through a few things with it, and then I'll show you some footage I took of some deer and some rooks outside and what the different settings are and stuff. But so yeah, it's a handheld thermal monocular. It's got a built-in rangefinder, which will range targets up to 1 kilometer. You can do it two ways. That's your button there to activate your rangefinder. Press it once and it will ping the target. But what I prefer to do is put it on the scanning mode and press and hold, and it will go to scan, and then you can get a little bit more accurate with whatever you're wanting to range. The case is made out of magnesium alloy. It's it's expensive because you know that you feel like if you're going to drop it, it's going to be cost you a lot of money, but it's got weight to it. That's my point. Also, being that it's made of magnesium alloy, it absorbs the heat from electronics very well. So this thing isn't heating up in your hand and expending all the energy that the batteries are used for. Speaking of batteries, it's a high capacity AP55 rechargeable battery, lithium ion. Now Pulsar, I'm getting conflicting specs from this. Pulsar say in the instruction manual that it's got a 9-hour battery life, but I think that depends on the ambient temperature. I think they took that temperature at 20 degrees Celsius. But really, I'm yet to run out of battery with this. I've had this out all day for a long day, several hours, and I've not run out. So you can switch it into standby mode by pressing this button here. You press and hold it, and it will give you a timer down to 3 seconds. If you continue to hold it, the machine will turn up. Sorry, the monocular will turn off. But if you press and hold it and then let go, it will go into standby mode, which will turn the display off, and you'll save your battery time. So unlike other Pulsar units, this does not come with a docking port. So the battery, which is here, you don't have to take that one out. You can just recharge it using the supplied USB-C cable and charger that comes with it. Charging time, I don't know. I put this on and then I'll leave it on, and then I'll come back to it a few hours later and it's charged. I've never really bothered to see what time it charges. You've got a nice little flip up lens cover here. It covers the front lens there, which is magnetic and can stick back to here. It does favour right-handed people, but you can get away with it with the left-handers if you're a lefty. But generally, I would say it does favour people with right hands because the fact that the LRF is on that side of things. I don't know if Pulsar have catered for left-handed shooters. I think they should, but maybe flicking this on the other way, but I don't know. I've not seen anything like that yet. But so as well, you can link this device to your smartphone using the Stream Vision 2 app, and that will via Wi-Fi, that will download everything onto you, and you can put it onto your cloud as well. So you've got that option. Just go through a few things as well with this. This is your rear viewfinder. You've got adjustment there, very smooth, to get it zeroed for your eyes correctly. You've got a front lens here, which is you can focus as well, get a nice pinpoint image. It's a 35mm germanium front lens, and this works with a 384 by 288 millikelvin thermosensor, which can detect, so they state, this can detect a deer-sized object, I'd say something like 1.8 meters high at 1,300 meters away. So yeah, you be able to see something long before it sees you. But I'll show you some videos that I took earlier, earlier in the year as well, of roe deer and some rooks and stuff, just to show you what it's doing and what going through the menu options. I'm not going to bore everybody by going through everything that it does. Just real briefly, yeah, this is the standby button. This is your zoom in, that's your zoom out, that's your menu button. You press that, quick press of that will come up with a basic menu like contrast and your color and that. You can make it a little bit sharper and stuff, your tone. Press and hold and you'll go into a whole host of menus and that, but you'll get this. You're going to spend whatever this cost, 1800 quid or something like that, and do your homework, and then you're not going to just wonder how to work it. So right, I'll put the video up of a few things I've done, and that'll be it. But yeah, wonderful bit of kit, and I'll put that on now. Little Rodo there, filmed in red hot. Filmed that one back in January. As you can see, good enough detail there for you. I'm going to move on now to the girls here. Some dairy cows at my mate's farm. Got this filmed at white hot as well. So you can pretty much see everything. Very detailed, very precise, great definition. Got some rooks here I filmed earlier. I tried to zoom in earlier with a different video, but was finding that it was a little bit too blurry, which you can get is a little bit pixelated with this. But I'm going through now white hot to black hot, red hot. You've got red monochrome, rainbow, ultramarine, violet, and sepia. I generally keep it at white hot, but with everybody else, it's your discretion and what you want to use and what you think works for you. So yeah. Okay, yeah, so briefly show the image quality and stuff. The viewfinder on this, I would say, with my limited experience of using thermal monoculars, the viewfinder on this is very good, but I don't think it's as good as the Hick Micro Owl that I used to borrow from a friend of mine. Thank you, Paul. But this is a lot more compact. It will fit in your pocket. I've got pretty big hands, and but it's still a very compact thing to use. You're not going to know it's there. I don't know if I can get a lanyard that will fit around it. There is a tripod point there. You can mount it to a tripod, obviously. So there's no screw there though, but it will fit into that. Other than that, this is a great entry-level monocular with a rangefinder too. So it'll give you everything. It doesn't do ballistics, but we can't have it all. And obviously, saying what this is an entry-level price, I think it's about 600 quid. It does a hell of a lot. So I would thoroughly recommend getting one. Plenty of our places, Scott Country, Optics Warehouse, and that will sell these. So I would, if this is your first foray into thermal imaging and everything, and you want to get something a little bit more out of the market, I would definitely say you spring for one of these. You will not have any problems. So thanks for taking the time to watch the video, and please like and subscribe.